Hey there, one more Padlet tip for you. If you go to your Padlet that you've created, there are actually a lot of different formats that this Padlet can take. So I've shown you this one before if you watched one of the other videos. If we go to these three little dots, we can scroll down to the bottom and we can look at changing the format of the Padlet. And so there are a whole bunch of different formats that you can choose, which you might want to use in a lot of different ways. So the first most basic option is the canvas option. And in that canvas option, it's going to stack up responses on the screen. You can pull responses to wherever you would like them to. And this one kind of acts like a set of post-it notes on a poster where we do some affinity mapping and like move them closer to each other. You can reorganize them in whatever way you want. You can group them, and then you could add in another note in order to tell us what those groups represent. Okay. Another format that you might want to check out is a stream. This one is kind of like a blog where newest post goes up at the top, and then they're just going to fall in a line as you go down. Another format that you might pick are the grid and the shelf. So the grid is just going to organize it in boxes. You can grab your boxes and you can switch the order around. It's going to lay them out as if they sit in a set of boxes on the screen. This is good for sharing different media that you would want people to look at, or like a gallery walk with your students. The shelf lets you break things down into categories. So it's going to put all mine in one category, which I can name. I can also add other categories. If I want to have people organize their thinking based around different formats, I can show you. I've used this category view in order to make a digital version of a See, Think, Wonder visible thinking routine. Inside here, if we change the format more, we start to get into some that move away from that traditional like sticky notes or gallery walk format. The back channel setup is great for organizing conversation behind the scenes when you're watching a movie or doing a presentation. You could also set it up as like a question and answers wall. Another format which Mike used to gather their locations is this map format. And then the last one I want to show you is the timeline format. This can be really useful if you're looking at sharing a series of pieces with students and having them respond or follow the instructions. Can be really good for sequencing ideas as you move through your unit to provide people with an overview. And so if you're making a Padlet, think critically about which format might be the one that would work best for you. Okay, that's it. Thanks.